The movie opens in Florence, Italy, where Italianna, a young painter with a mysterious past, unveils her first exhibition. Crowds admire her work, yet one portrait of a woman in crimson catches unusual attention. A wealthy art collector warns her that the painting resembles an infamous Renaissance legend. Italianna shrugs off the comment but feels unsettled by the strange stares she receives. Later that night, she notices a hooded figure watching her from across the street. Her instincts whisper that her life is about to change. The next morning, Italianna receives an anonymous letter with only one sentence. "Your family's truth lies in Venice." Confused, she shows it to her grandmother, who grows pale at the words. Her grandmother urges her to forget about it and focus on her career. But Italianna, consumed by curiosity, begins researching old family records. She finds a birth certificate with missing details and a surname crossed out. For the first time, she suspects her entire identity might be fabricated. Determined, Italianna travels to Venice, a city that breathes secrets through its canals. She books a small room in an old palazzo run by an eccentric host. On her first walk through the city, she notices the same hooded figure from Florence trailing her. Trying to evade him, she slips into a hidden alley and discovers an antique shop. The owner, an old man with clouded eyes, seems to recognize her instantly. "You look just like her," he murmurs, showing her a faded painting of a noble woman. The painting depicts Lady Isabella di Rossi, a Venetian aristocrat who vanished centuries ago. The shopkeeper reveals that Isabella was rumored to have hidden a map leading to a lost treasure, but he warns Italianna that many still hunt for it and danger follows those connected to her. Italianna is stunned. Her own face mirrors Isabella's almost perfectly. She realizes the crimson portrait in her exhibition wasn't just imagination. Somehow, she has been painting her ancestor without ever knowing her. As Italianna digs deeper, she meets Luca, a charming historian who offers to help. He explains the legend of Isabella. Betrayed by her own family, she vanished with the map. Together, they search archives, piecing together fragments of history. Strangely, each clue seems to align with Italianna's dreams, which grow increasingly vivid. She dreams of Isabella wandering candlelit halls, clutching a jeweled locket. The line between past and present begins to blur. One night, Italianna is attacked in the streets by masked men demanding the key. Luca rescues her, but they realize the pursuit is far from random. Someone believes she holds Isabella's secret, even if she doesn't yet know it herself. Shaken, Italianna admits she has visions she can't explain. Luca theorizes she has inherited memories through bloodline or fate. The two vow to uncover the truth before their enemies do. Following a cryptic clue, they break into an abandoned Venetian library at midnight. There, Italianna discovers Isabella's diary, hidden in a hollow book spine. The diary speaks of betrayal, forbidden love, and a secret society known as Il Circolo. The Circolo, according to legend, swore to protect the map across generations. But some descendants broke their oaths, chasing power instead. Italianna realizes her family may still be entangled with this secret order. The diary also reveals that Isabella had a daughter who was hidden to protect her life. Italianna wonders if she could be a descendant of that very child. Suddenly, the library door slams shut. Masked figures corner them. A fierce chase ensues through shadowy canals, ending in a boat escape. Though shaken, Italianna clutches the diary like a lifeline. She feels closer than ever to understanding her destiny. Back at her palazzo room, Italianna finds the crimson painting slashed apart. A message scrawled in ink reads, "Return what is ours." Her grandmother calls, begging her to come home immediately. Italianna senses her grandmother knows far more than she admits. But when she arrives back in Florence, she finds her grandmother's house ransacked. Only a single object remains untouched, a jeweled locket matching her dreams. Inside the locket is a miniature map, tiny symbols engraved in gold. Italianna realizes this is Isabella's key, the object everyone is hunting. But she also notices initials engraved, belonging to Isabella's forbidden lover. Her grandmother finally confesses the truth. Their bloodline descends from Isabella. For centuries, her family protected the locket, hiding it from rivals. Now, Italianna is the last in the line to carry the secret. Meanwhile, Luca discovers that the Circolo has split into two factions. One seeks to protect the treasure, the other to exploit it for power. The violent faction now hunts Italianna relentlessly. They believe unlocking the treasure will grant immense wealth and influence. Italianna and Luca realize they must reach the treasure first. But the map's symbols require more than translation. They demand intuition. The clues lead them to Verona, where Isabella once hid in exile. They explore underground catacombs filled with frescoes and strange carvings. In one chamber, Italianna experiences a haunting vision of Isabella's final days. The vision guides her to a wall inscription pointing back to Venice. She realizes Isabella never left the city, she only vanished into its shadows. The treasure lies hidden in Venice itself. Returning to Venice, Italianna and Luca piece the map with landmarks. It points toward San Giorgio Maggiore, the monastery island. At night, they sneak inside, navigating candlelit corridors. They uncover a hidden chamber beneath the church altar. Inside lies a chest sealed with Venetian sigils, untouched for centuries. But before they can open it, their pursuers arrive. A violent confrontation erupts in the crypt. Masked enemies demand Italianna hand over the locket. She refuses, clutching it as if it were her own heartbeat. Luca fights to protect her, but they are outnumbered. In desperation, Italianna presses the locket to the chest seal. The chamber trembles as ancient mechanisms awaken. The chest opens, revealing not piles of gold, but manuscripts, maps, and artworks. Italianna realizes the true treasure is knowledge, secrets of Renaissance brilliance long lost. Among them is a manifesto detailing freedom, democracy, and unity centuries ahead of its time. Such ideas could change history if revealed too early, which is why Isabella hid them. The enemies, disappointed by the lack of gold, still seek to exploit the documents. Italianna and Luca barely escape with the manifesto. They hide in Venice's labyrinthine alleys, reading Isabella's words by lantern. The writings reveal Isabella's dream of a freer Italy beyond corruption and tyranny. Italianna feels her ancestors' voice guiding her, urging her to protect the legacy. But the Circolo will stop at nothing to reclaim the knowledge. Luca suggests exposing the writings to the world. Italianna hesitates, fearing it could unleash chaos. Meanwhile, betrayal strikes. Luca is kidnapped by the rival faction. Italianna receives a message: trade the locket for his life. She is torn between love and duty to protect Isabella's secret. Her grandmother's words echo, but some truths must stay hidden until the world is ready. Italianna decides to confront the faction directly. With only courage and the locket, she sets out for the exchange. The showdown takes place in the ruins of an old Venetian theater. Masked enemies demand the locket, but Italianna outsmarts them. She tricks them with a decoy, buying enough time to rescue Luca. A fierce battle ensues in the collapsing theater, fire spreading through the rafters. Italianna manages to secure both Luca and the manifesto.